Hey guys, Diecast and Lego here. Let's take a look at this set new to 2012, around December-ish. This is the X-Wing Starfighter from the 4th Star Wars movie, and also featured in the 5th a bit, but its first appearance is in the 4th movie. But to those, people who are pretty smart with Star Wars, you know that is the first movie that came out. So this is ages 8 to 14. Pretty nice build to do. It has some cool detail, and it's set number 9493, 566 pieces, so again, it's not too hard, but hey, it's pretty good, and it's really detailed. You can see all of the detailing around here. It's, so yeah. As we take a look, we notice it has landing gear. That's pretty cool. So you can land it. This is not the first time that LEGO has actually made this model. They made it a couple times before, but one of my favorite times they made it is a while ago, maybe back in 2006 or before then. They made a version from the scene where Luke Skywalker crashes it into Yoda's swamp. That's pretty cool. One of my favorite uses of the X-Wing. So it comes with 4 minifigures, and the first minifigure you see is Luke Skywalker and his astromech, R2-D2. There's also Jack Porkins, and this astromech, I completely just forgot his name. Drop it in the comments if you remember what his name is. But also, if you notice, it's different shaped. You see R2-D2 is this bell. And for a while, there are a couple astromechs with this top piece that were the bell element, the 2x2 bell. But they never really were that detailed. So then they made this new piece, still 2x2, fits on this, but it doesn't, so it is like a bell that is cut off at the top. Just different astromech top piece, and it adds more variety. Of course, it makes it look even more like a trash can, but another thing that is interesting is they've never really made any astromech with the third leg. You know, sometimes R2-D2 will spread a third leg and move around. So let's go ahead and just do an overview of the piece. First off, I did talk about it before, there is landing gear that comes up. We also have the proton torpedoes, where if this is Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, these are the proton torpedoes that will eventually blow up the Death Star. And since we were talking about Luke's X-Wing, it doesn't have these across, but the piece, well, it has these, but not this last piece. The set does come with that piece, so you actually are able to pop these out, make it Luke Skywalker's, and pop them in, and have it be Jack Porkins. Kind of cool. Also, they use, in the back, the designer of this set used Technic X gears, so that when you turn this, the wings open up into the traditional X-Wing shape. And the way it works is they have a gearbox in here with more X gears, so that when you turn it, see that little bar? That gets turned and propped up and just opens it. And to close it, rubber bands, which were included. So we can put an astromech droid in here. Let's take R2-D2, put him in here. One thing that this doesn't have is an ejector function, like the Naboo Starfighter. You know, the Naboo Starfighter, push this button, and out the astromech pops. This doesn't have it. Notice there's no button or anything. So, can't do anything about that. So you put the astromech in, you can open the cockpit, put minifigures inside. So, this is cool little history on Lego. Well, not history, but this cockpit is printed. They usually don't make printed cockpits in this shape. That's cool. So let's get the X-Wing itself out of the way, and go ahead and take a look once again at the minifigures. Notice Luke Skywalker does not have the visor like Jack Porkins does, and he doesn't have a double head. And neither does Porkins. You know, it'd be cool if they made a visor that would work kind of like the Hoth Troopers would, where, you know, they have this piece that they could clip down so they could have a visor if they want to. Guess not. We took a look at the astromechs, and here's a look at, remember this, the January 2012 catalog, when the Ninjago Serpentine was released. That was also when this was the first publication of this set. I'll just read this to you. The information says, take to the stars in the classic X-Wing Starfighter, featuring wings that fold into attack mode, proton torpedoes, retractable landing gear, and opening cockpit. This most iconic vehicle of the Star Wars universe returns to the tide in the battle against the evil Empire. Includes 4 minifigures: Luke Skywalker, Jack Porkins, R2-D2, and R5-D8. That's the name of this little guy, R5-D8. Well, that's it. This is set 9493 X-Wing Starfighter. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. You guys couldn't possibly be wanting more, could you? If so, to see more Star Wars videos, click on the Naboo Starfighter. If you want to see the time-lapse of this model being built, click on the instruction booklet.